Congratulate yourself when you fail. Celebrate your failures. I don't see a lot of people eat cupcakes or ice cream like I do. But you need to show up with faith, I think I have learned. The butterfly is only as beautiful, as brave as the caterpillar has been.
Wow. Today we are talking to someone who has built learning systems for the government and global organizations. She's a finalist for Social Action Study UK Alumni Awards 2025. It's an honor to have Malika Bajaj with us today.
Pleasure's all mine.
So let's just start from the beginning. Why London and why Goldsmiths?
For me, the experience of wanting to study in London was primarily because I wanted to be in the presence of Professor Sir David Morley. He's the father of new media. Combined with that, I got Professor Nick Coldry, who's a sociologist on media and communications. I ended up in classrooms with them. They turned into my lecturers. And Professor Nick Coldry, I love speaking this, is on WhatsApp. I've turned him into a friend. And now that I say it out loud, I think my stars actually aligned for this kind of a blessing because it's such a rare experience. I wanted to be in that room of wisdom.
What was your first week in London like? Was it overwhelming? Was it exciting?
Overwhelming, but in a great way. Like, there was so much gratitude because I think I was like this little kid looking at the world like outside a candy store because everything was so familiar. Like I said, there are like communities in their manuscripts, in their museums, in how people speak, in how communities interact, Indian food everywhere. There's just so much warmth, and then it's suddenly British. And
Yeah.
it's amazing, yeah.
One habit or mindset that you picked up in the UK and probably you still carry on?
Yeah, that the weather, a lot like in the UK, all the 4 seasons in a day, like life, is not predictable. And so I think I learned in practice that readiness is a myth. But you need to show up with faith, I think I have learned, because I think more often than not as humans, we make that mistake of showing up, and that's exhausting. But when you know that there will be a rainbow after the rain, you look up and you're more aware and you're more within the moment, I think. And so that's where you find little magic that towards the end all adds up.
I love that POV. I love that a lot. Did you become more independent or I would say more alone living abroad?
I think at the start of it, 100%, so much anxiety. I think my professors really helped me realize that there was a saying they use, the butterfly is only as beautiful, as brave as the caterpillar has been.
Wow. What would you advise the young aspirants, those who are looking forward to UK as a study destination?
Congratulations on having the faith and loving yourself enough to recognize that you're worthy of it. And when I say love yourself, I mean behave in a way that you admire, work hard, you look into questionnaires, ask people, seek help. The British Council really helps in answering a lot of these questions and answers. But do not take any of these opportunities and people who are willing to help you for granted. Don't be careless about that.
Right. Since you mentioned British Council, what role did British Council play in your journey?
It's been, I would imagine that the British Council has been able to see the builder before the building. And
Nice.
they have supported us in ways which we have not seen, a lot of invisible support. While we're away, they are our family back home for any mundane questions that we have. But I think the one thing that we don't talk about enough, and I'd love to because I have that honor, is as an alumna, I get to experience a community that I've made for myself many cities and oceans away, and I still come back home and they make me feel at home. And that version of me, that belongingness, is what the British Council brings back at home for me.
Absolutely. I think that's also very important. What did living abroad teach you about failure?
I can, from a surety's sake, congratulate yourself when you fail. Celebrate your failures. I don't see a lot of people eat cupcakes or ice cream like I do. But failure, more often than not, I think is tender proof that you went out of your comfort zone, stretched enough because you just believed in something so strongly and you gave it everything you have. So the next time you'll only be better, but I think failures are beautiful.
Of course they are. I think that really makes you grow into what you are today, right?
Yeah, I think we should eat a cupcake every time we fail.
You have worked with the WHO, but tell me something, what was the least glamorous part about that work that probably no one talks about?
I'm so grateful to be answering this on behalf of those people that nobody asks questions to. I think it's a privilege and it's real, but so is the weight. Because with organizations like the World Health, there are so many people who love the idea of working there. There are so many people who love the experience. But what usually happens then is that that burden then shifts to people who not only love what they do, but they don't take it for granted. So they actually stay longer hours. They become more responsible for finishing somebody else's task because they're just experiencing the love of being in a position they love.
Yeah.
And that responsibility that you take home is invisible. And that I think is mostly, like I said, not something people talk about.
Okay, Malika, are you now ready for some rapid fire rounds? You don't have to overthink, okay? You just snap.
I'll try.
Okay, UK or Gurgaon?
Can I carry UK in Gurgaon?
Is that allowed?
Yes. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Early 20s Malika versus today who you are.
Now,
Okay. One thing studying abroad should teach everyone.
life is fleeting. Make the most of it.
Tea in India or coffee in the UK?
Chai latte in the UK.
A belief that changed your mind.
Clarity is key. I think clarity is a part of being productive and it's actionable. And it's not a prerequisite. But if you have an idea, there will most likely not be clarity if it's a rare or unique idea. But you must have the willingness to be Dululu till your Sululu is everybody else's Trululu. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Very Gen Z. Malika, thank you so much for reminding us that global exposure isn't about leaving homes, but it is about returning with clearer vision, stronger values, and a deeper sense of responsibility.
The pleasure's all mine.